Professionalism, regardless of a person's occupation, means using your skills to put the needs of someone else first.
When the best of who we are meets the best of what we do.
I think of professionalism as a compilation of qualities and actions of a trustworthy and virtuous physician with a number of qualities that come to mind.
If I boil it down to one word, is respect. So if you do your job at its highest level and you do it with respect with all the people that you interact with, that is professionalism.
I define it by integrity. If you bring integrity to what you do, the professionalism will come.
There has to be an alignment between thoughts, words, and actions, because ultimately it's the action that counts.
Professionalism is a vital component for all stakeholders. I would not also be able to do the best of my capability without collaboration and strong support from each one of the team members.
You know, science is a team sport, and that means getting individuals to row all in the same direction. And that does require a very high level of professionalism, understanding, and caring about people's lives and careers.
You know, it's being conscientious. It's about being aware of the limits and the ability to ask for help. It's having an empathy for others, not recognizing, maybe what that person is dealing with. And that might be a person on the team, that might be a person your team is working with.
Professionalism improves teamwork by somewhat leveling the hierarchies that exist in every system and allowing for more open communication. In healthcare, I think this allows voices that otherwise may be muted to offer their contributions to patient care. I also think that professionalism allows our patients to feel like their health is being taken seriously and that they're in good hands.
It communicates respect, and it creates an environment where we can work together effectively, where we can disagree with each other, we can come to the consensus, and it helps to express those nonverbal cues that brings a strong group together, builds that cohesiveness.
For me, I think peers are always super motivating. And so when you see, wow, that person, I can always count on them. They're always gonna deliver on, whatever project we're working on. They're always gonna close their notes on time. And that's, motivating to me, both to kind of keep that person in my circle, but then to reach that same bar or get there as well.
I think it's kind of a common fact that trusting teams often are more productive, efficient as a business unit. And so I think trust is twofold. Do I trust that you have our team's best interest at hand and that we share a common goal? But also, do I trust that you are competent to do what you have said that you're going to do?
Baylor demonstrates its commitment through its values and the Center for Professionalism, which cultivates and elevates College of Commitment and is committed to create a culture that values professionalism.
I think the biggest, most obvious thing is having a Center for Professionalism and having it, run and by wonderfully professional people. The level of engagement and the positive engagement that the center provides across the spectrum here, across the mission areas is critical.
I think they also do a good job of informing us of the different mental and physical and spiritual resources that they have available. I think that goes hand in hand in showing up and doing your best self.
Working in a student affairs capacity, I think the fact that our students from their training as medical students and well into their careers, it's embedded in how they understand their development, right? It's a very intentional, longitudinal process that students learn about right away. They don't even know where the anatomy lab is and they're already hearing about professionalism competencies.
Especially among a lot of the senior faculty, there is a conduct of not only commitment to excellence, but also caring, making certain that people are taken care of and are feeling productive and fulfilled. And I see that as, the examples that are set by my colleagues.
professionalism takes time, and it takes messing up. It takes doing things you're not proud of and recognizing those in constant self-evaluation and self-criticism. So the next time you can do a better job at that.
The way that I try to most consciously create trust and respect in the clinical environment when I'm working with trainees is by really consciously and deliberately having some intellectual humility and being willing to admit when I'm wrong or when I need to learn more about something. That willingness to have some intellectual humility tends to create a learning environment that's safe for everybody, from medical students all the way up to senior residents.
Communication is key. We have to be transparent and willing to communicate. And just like with that, it comes with sharing our knowledge to others and asking for help when we need it. And I think that like creates a trust and respect for within the department and just like throughout the college.
If you behave disrespectfully, please apologize, because that goes a long way in restoring trust and respect.
Listening to people, making them feel valued for being heard. So giving initially just our attention to people, an undivided attention of all the things we can give, whether that be to a student, whether that be to a research colleague, a colleague in a lab, whether that be to our patients or our colleagues within the clinical setting, putting down everything that will take our attention away and just listening to them. To another person can be an amazing way to develop trust.
Being able to verbalize our appreciation for what we do and the people we do it with our students is an important part of not only education, but being a model for professionalism. And I think we have an obligation to be good models as well as transmitters of knowledge or showing how people do different skills.
I think, just the lifeblood of professionalism can weave us all through these settings and help us provide great and essential care for our community.